Hey everybody, it's Denise. This is the last chapter in my series, Me and My Eating Disorder Story. And I'm calling this one Freedom. Do you know what it's like after struggling for over 2 decades with an eating disorder? And actually over 30 years of my life, any type of eating disorder related behavior, to finally be free. It feels absolutely incredible. Freedom is the most amazing gift I could ever ask for. And the crazy part is, God was always there, even at the very beginning. If I had realized that this was a problem and I can't live this way, He would have been there to take me by the hand and carry me through that journey. But you know what? I chose food instead. And it was a long, hard road. But the great thing is, I serve an amazing, awesome God. And when I was ready to say, I'm done with this, and God, I need your help to get well, He was there to take me by the hand. And He brought me to where I am today. Now, I want you guys to know something. This is not a recent recovery. It's not like I've only been, because I know a lot of people are reaching out and worried that I might still need help. I'm great. I am the healthiest I have ever been in my life. And I want you to know that. The problem was, I wasn't willing to share my story with anyone. Only a few select people in my circle knew, and then my ladies in the spiritual group knew that I had struggled with an eating disorder. And I gotta tell you guys, I just got off the phone with my mom and had the most amazing conversation with her. She's not on Facebook, and I needed to tell her that I have struggled. And we had the most amazing half-hour long conversation, and I'm so happy that we had it. It's so freeing. There is nothing more freeing than being transparent, you guys. Nothing at all. So what does freedom do? Well, the first freedom I had is the freedom that I'm no longer a slave to food, that I can eat and not have to worry about what that means for my life. And there's a verse I want to read to you, which is 2 Peter 2:19. People are slaves to whatever has mastered them. And I was a slave to food. If I'm completely honest, that was where I struggled. I was unable to master my life because food just controlled everything about my life. Now, I was the girl that lived in the shadows. And what I mean by that is I never did anything to get noticed. I would always just go along with the crowd. I was never the leader in a group. I was always the follower. If something was questionable, I wouldn't do it. And the hardest part for me to accept is I would never be bold or step out in my faith because I was just too afraid of challenging anything. I really had no self-esteem. So it's kind of funny what happened when I went into recovery and started finally being free to be myself. There's so many things I wanted to do. I let so many opportunities pass me by because I was scared and I was so consumed with my eating disorder and just trying to stay like a wallflower. That's kind of how I refer to myself, a wallflower. I just didn't want to be noticed. So I remember about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was in recovery and doing great, and I wanted to get my nose pierced and I wanted to get a tattoo. Now those may sound like funny things to you, but I've always loved the way, and I have just a little tiny stud, nothing crazy, and I have a little tattoo on my foot. It's an ambiogram, which is you see a word one way and then flip it and see it another way. It says faith and hope on my foot. But I remember I told a certain family member that I wanted to get my nose pierced and made an appointment, and that person said, well, that's stupid. Now, if you knew me before, if someone said that to me, I would have immediately canceled the appointment. I never would have went through with it. But because I was secure in God and secure in my own being, I could be myself, I went and I had my nose pierced and I got my tattoo done. And funny, that same person told me that it looked nice once I had it done, because I didn't go get some big crazy thing on my nose. That wasn't what it was about. I just wanted to be me. I just wanted to, for once in my life, be able to just experience life to the fullest. If something jumped out at me, be able to seize the opportunity. Now, I'll tell you guys, I lost my job. It was almost a year ago, right at the end of March of last year. And the old me would have shut down completely. You know, there was some depression, I'm not going to lie. I struggled during that time. But instead, I was able to start a career primarily working from home, where I get to help people with their spiritual and their physical fitness. I get to use my creative abilities. I'm going to be probably writing a devotional. I've got all these great things coming up in my life, and it's only because I'm not a slave anymore. If you're a slave, you have no freedom. You can't do anything that you want to do. And now I'm able to pursue my hopes and my dreams. But the most important thing is I can only do those things because God has given me the ability to do so. I give him 100% credit for my recovery each and every day, one day at a time. I focus on him. And, I don't know how much time I have. I thank God for every morning I wake up. I thank God that I am in the best, healthiest shape of my life. I'll be 49 years old this year, and I've never been healthier. And that is by the grace of God, because based on what I put my body through, I should not be as healthy as I am today. But I look forward to every day now. I love what I do. I love that I'm home and it's noon and I get to talk to you guys, and I get to write a blog about it later, and I'm able to just work with people and help them. And I love my life, and it's only because I have a second lease on life. And that's why I'm doing this. So if you are struggling, I don't care how old you are or young you are, if you are struggling with food or any addiction in any way, shape, or form, it is not too late to get help. Please, trust me, it is not too late. If you need help, seek medical help if you need it. If you just need encouragement or guidance or prayer, reach out to me. But that's why I'm doing this. If one person benefits from this series, I have done my job. God put it on my heart to share this, and it's been so widespread for me. The blessings that have come of this, talking to my mom about something that I told her all kinds of things about me in this last half hour that she didn't know. And I just feel like I'm finally free. I'm free in so many areas. This was the last piece. Now I can truly be free 100%. I have nothing to hide. And I'm going to live my life transparently from this point forward. And I encourage you to do the same. Whatever you're holding back, let it go. Share it. Give it to God and see what he has in store for you. God bless you. I love you guys.